It's close to 10:30 a.m. and the weather outside is pretty comfortable. It's only 78, and the humidity's low too, I think, because it don't feel hot at all. Yeah, I'm gonna go out to the big pasture today. Sure is a lot cooler today than it was the last few days. Anyway, I decided I'm not going to use spray out there in the big pasture. I'm just going to cut them down. So we'll see how that works. Because spray works good when the plants are small, when there's less leaves. But when they're tall, that means I got to spray the whole plant, and that means I'm going to wind up spraying all the grass around it. So I don't want to kill too much grass, killing a few weeds. Okay, cattle are still, even though it's not very hot today, they're still hiding in the shade over there. Oh my gosh, kitten, you just can't quit, can you? My goodness. I hear a train. The train track there goes this way, north and south. Yeah. I crossed it on the way to town. Actually, there's two train tracks that I cross on the way to Walmart in that direction. There's also a train track on the other side of the north of the highway. They drive out to that way, and that railroad track runs east and west. Before there was roads, or before there was not roads, but I guess the railroad was a major influence back in the early days. But now it's just used for coal and other stuff. Yeah, Robin. Anyway, I'm going to get some work done today because it's not hot yet. Not yet, anyway. The wind's cooler because it's from the north. Yeah. I'm going to close that gate since I'm taking the truck out. Yeah, the air is cool in the shade, but the sun's giving off some warmth. But I'm not sweating yet. Well, let me go load up. I gotta load up some tools first. Well, I'm not sure which tool or tools I'll be using today to cut those weeds. I decided to cut them instead of spraying because the weeds are so tall that there'll be a lot of overspray. So I'm just going to cut them. All I want to do now is to prevent them from blooming and going to seed. I got that. I think I want to try that first, but it's a little bit heavy to carry around. But that'll probably cut them since they're so tall. That one too, but that's a lot to swing. Like for only, there's that butterfly again. It was on me yesterday too. You must like me, huh? Well, I got work to do. Can't be. What? Well, come on, you gotta go somewhere else. Okay. Anyway, it's still on me. You don't want to leave. Anyway, that one's too heavy to look around for, just because I got to cut one weed at a time. I could use that one. That's a side cutter. I've used that a lot before. Yeah. I'm gonna try with that one first. That one, I'll take that one and then that one. I'll take, because I can use that with one hand. Okay, let's go out there and see what I can do. Well, at least the weather's good today. Better than it's been for a while. I think I had a couple cool days last week. Yeah. Looks better when the weeds are cut down. And it's supposed to be a few cool days next week too. Or maybe like Sunday, beginning of the week. It warms up again at the end of the week. But nothing dry, just near 90. Upper 80s, 90s. Lower 90s, I mean. Yeah. Gonna have plenty of sunshine today. I gotta park this truck in the shade. Now you can see all the grass clippings that I left underneath the fence, and some of it blew under the fence onto the other side. I thought the cattle would eat some of it, but they didn't. And I tried to leave more grass on this side of the fence, so it creates like a mulch to prevent new weeds. But there's still weeds growing underneath the fence, but they should keep them trimmed underneath the fence. See those? Now, I'm not talking about the milkweeds that are right there in the center, but the darker green weeds. Those are iron weeds. I sprayed this in the spring, but some of them I missed, or some of them just grew after I sprayed. So that's what I'm going to be working on. The iron weeds, the taller, darker green weeds. There's not much shade here. Could park on the. I could also drive in. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just drive in and be done with it. I'll close the gate behind me in case the cattle come back. I think I'll just drive down the middle. You can see a bunch of ironweeds here. That's all I'm going to cut are the ironweeds, and maybe some sticker weeds. There's a few here. I'm going to drive over this one. Drive up a little bit, part way, and then I'll walk back to get those. There's quite a few in there. I think I'm going to do this different. Yeah. I'm going to turn it around. There's a big ironweed. Yeah, I was going to spray it. As I said, there's not that much here. Scratchy throat. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. Until I get everything cut. Then I'll back up again to do some more. Oh, I got about half the pasture, or this side. I left the ones on the left are milkweed. I'm gonna leave those. They don't seem like to have any seed pods on them for some reason. I don't know. I got them cut all the way over there to the. There's some more to the left there. Some of them are blooming. Some of them have purple flowers, and a different variety has like a dark purple, pink, yeah, pink or purple, dark purple or light pink or light purple. I got all the ones that I could see. I was just cutting the ironweeds. Yeah, I got them all. If I miss a few, I guess that's all right. Now, my reasoning is for cutting them instead of spraying them is because last time I sprayed in here, I sprayed some weeds over here. It killed them. Look what it did to the grass. It's hard to spray a tall weed without it overspraying everywhere else. No, I didn't cut those sticker weeds yet. Those taller ones out there. I'll get them later. I'm going to concentrate on. I've been cutting them if I see them. There's the more. Yeah, I sprayed all this side, just this side. Last time I sprayed. You can see where I sprayed around the fence across the creek, around the gates. Yeah, morning glories. Milkweed. I'm keeping an eye on them because I want to collect their seed pods. Now there's some more ironweeds there. Oh, I missed one. Oh, I think my truck was over it. And I see it. I thought I got them all. Yeah, my truck was parked right on top of it. I'll get it later. I'll stay over here. Oh boy, it's hot. Yeah, not easy walking around through that thick grass. There's some thin spots where the cattle have been eaten, but most of it's these weeds that are all tangled up. Gotta rest my legs. I'm gonna work on this end now. I got most of them done. There's a few more down there. I'm gonna go down there and park. There's a few more here too. I just got too tired to finish them. By the way, I guess I didn't mention it. I've been using the side cutter, the one I can swing back and forth and cuts on both sides. I'll get these last. I just ran out of energy. Had to come to the truck. Get some water. Get some air conditioning. Yeah, there's a few here just in front of me. And the big ones there I'm not touching because those are milkweeds, but there's a few over here. Just a few that I can't handle. There's no more shade here though. I guess that's okay. Yeah, I gotta spray this too, or cut them by hand. My weed killer's not killing them for some reason. Kills the grass, another weed, but doesn't seem to kill a lot of them. I'm trying to burp, but I can't get it out. Oh, look at that. I got my eye on those elderberries. They're starting to ripen. They're not green no more. They're not totally ripe yet. They're real dark when they're ripe. Hope the neighbors don't mind me picking those. I hope. The neighbor lives up there. Come on. The neighbor lives up there on that hill. On the right. Well, they don't live there. They come out on weekends. But this is their ground across the road. They rent it out. Let's see if I can get back in here. There's no shade, but I'm going to try it anyway. There's a little shade towards my back end. I got shade. How about that? I don't know how far back can I. That's about as far as I can go. Hope I can get out. I'm just going to sit here and rest for a while in the aircon truck cab. Well, it's after 1 p.m. already. You know, legs are getting tired. Arms are getting tired from swinging that side cutter back and forth. But I got everything on this end except these milkweeds, but I'm leaving. Their seed pods are still green, so when they start to turn brown, that's when I want to go collect some here and out in the big pasture on the other side of the creek or some too. Yeah, I'll have to do something about these weeds on the outside of the fence. They're not a problem yet, but eventually as they get big enough, I think they're somewhat stunted from the weed killer I sprayed on them, but it didn't stop them from growing though. Same as the hayfield on the headland by the road. I sprayed those weeds more than once. And it kills the grass, but it just don't kill the broadleaves as much. Anyway, here's what I did when I mowed grass on the outside. I blew it all underneath the fence. I even blew some on the inside the fence. It's supposed to act like some mulch to prevent some weeds from growing, or new weeds from growing anyway. Yeah. I didn't check the fence. I'm guessing it's working, but I'll probably check it on the way out. Well, this is the last patch I got. This is the last patch of weeds, iron weeds I got. I think I'll just sit here for a while. Cool off. I need a drink. I already drank 1, 2, 3 and I already drank 3.5 bottles of water, smaller ones. I don't know what they are. A pint, maybe? 8-ounce bottles, whatever that is. What is a pint? Pint, 16 ounces? I don't know. It's just one of those smaller bottles. In the olden days, or in the, I wouldn't call them olden, yeah. I used to drink A&W root beer. Yeah. I remember when it came in glass bottles, but now it's all plastic. I gave that up, sometime after my wife passed away. I can't drink soda with caffeine in it, and they don't have caffeine. Other root beers too, if they don't have caffeine. I forget. I can't drink Mountain Dew. I know that, and I found that out because my sister has the same problem. In high school, I drank a lot of soda. I don't know what kind, Dr. Pepper, you name it, I probably drank it. But then I always got heart palpitations, and the doctor said it was from too much caffeine. So I don't drink coffee either. I drink tea, but I drink my own tea, my own kind of tea. Tree leaves, mostly. Lemongrass tea, stuff like that. Once in a while, I'll drink some black tea. What do they call that? Longo tea? I don't know. It's like a mixture between black tea and green tea. I only do that if I don't have enough leaves to make my own tea. I better get going, get this patch done, and go back to the house. It's not really hot today, but working out here in the sun is not warm. It's not cool either. Plus walking through this rough grass and weeds are hard on my legs. Let's cut these down now, and then I'll be done here. At least here. I got others to cut too, but I don't know how I'm going to do it today. I want to go back to the house and relax. I'll get all the ironweeds cut out of this part of the pasture. That's all I'm going to do today. Oh, I missed one. Oh, great. It was under the truck. I should have known that. I can't just leave one out here. I got it. I just broke it off with my hand. Now I know why they're called ironweeds. Those things are hard to break. It's like the fibers are like a rope. Anyway, I'm gonna swing it around. Take a look at the other end down here. Yeah, I got the ironweeds. Pretty sure I got the ironweeds. What is that over there? I think it's these white flowers. I ain't worried about these white flowers. I don't think the cattle eat them, but they're not too numerous. Yeah, that's what that is. I should have cut it down, but as long as it's not an ironweed. The flowers are like, they have a yellow center and white petals. I used to remember those when we were kids. And they go along the fence. I guess since I'm out here, I'll drive up and check the cattle. No sense waste a trip. Yeah, there's still some weeds growing under the fence, but the cattle are nibbling them down. But they have nothing to reach underneath for because there's no weeds growing, because I mowed them down. And then covered, and the grass farther out that I mowed, I moved it up against the fence, and it even went through the fence. I thought the cows would eat some of it, but I think they nibbled on it, but didn't really eat it. Oh, the fence is off the insulator on the bottom, but it's not touching the fence, or post. Well, I guess I need to go around. I gotta go through the gate on the angle. Well, there it is. No iron weeds anyway. There's lots of other weeds, but the grass is still, everything's pretty thick. Hard to walk. There's a lot of this short foxtail. I don't know if they're going to eat it or not, but it's growing. That's what it used to grow in my hayfield for the second cutting, but for some reason it disappeared. I don't see it anymore. Oh dear! 2 of them. There. There they go. There. Oh, you can't see them anymore. Anyway, they're headed toward the creek. Yeah. I must have spooked them when I drove around. Let's see. I gotta make a wide turn because I'm going right. Hope I make it. I may have to back up. No, I think I can make it. I gotta go close the gate now. Well, out of the truck, I cut the weeds along this fence on the left. But the mower didn't get. When we are, I had to do some bending over on that one because the weeds are close to the ground. Shade. Every little bit helps. I'm going through in a minute. I gotta look at something first. Look at the neighbor when he sprayed his soybean fields on both sides the other day, sometime last week, I think. The spray reached all the way to the trees, the willow trees. Here too. He had some pretty strong stuff. The cattle haven't come down to the water yet. I'm sure they will be sooner or later. That's where I came from. There's a nice breeze blowing in from this direction, from the north. The wind is cooler today, a lot cooler, but the sun's still hot. Well, cattle aren't down here, so I'm going to take a chance and leave it open until they come back. I just want to do a visual check of the cattle. And the weeds I sprayed on this side more than once this summer. I think 3 times, sort of. Out there, I still see the dead ones. I was going to go through here, but I said, I'll just go to the top. You can see the weeds, the dead ones anyway. And there aren't no tall green ones, too many. So most of them are taken care of this year anyway. I'm sure I'll have plenty more next year. At least none that went to seed this year. There's one right there. Down in that branch there on the right side of the road in the ditch. I need to cut that out. I need to cut some out here too, but I just don't feel like it anymore today. Yeah, I'll get around. There aren't that many here. I can. You know what they would cut them good? A sycamore. I think about it. But I hate to hook up a sycamore just for that. I've done it before. Yeah. There aren't that many around here. I can cut these by hand like I did today down the bottom. I'm sure the cattle are just resting in the shade. There aren't that many weeds. I need to spray them along the bales too, on the inside of that fence. I need to cut these down too. I dissed this area here outside the fence, but there's still some weeds growing. There aren't too many ironweeds here on this side. There's a few, and I'll take care of them. And there's a few on that hillside. See, there aren't that many. I dissed up the majority of the weeds up on top. These here aren't ironweed, but I should probably cut them down too. Here's some ironweeds. These darker green leaves are the wild mint. Not sure which kind of mint. Run around that car. I'll harvest some of these, the taller ones, for my tea. Oh, I missed the Jimson weed. I should cut it down. Yeah, there's some Jimson. I keep seeing it. There's some iron weeds on this hill. I can take care of those pretty easy. Not today though. I did enough weed cutting today. And when I come up here to cut them down, I'll cut this Jimson weed down and any other Jimson weeds I find. Here's some more of them weeds, or the mint. They never used to have them here. Some in 1 year it started growing. Now it's been spreading. There's a ironweed right there. I'll cut it out. Oh, dust. I don't like making dust. It's gonna get. I have to wash the leaves off of the mint when I harvest it. But I'll wait till I get to the best ones, the biggest ones. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll wait till after it rained. That's what I'll do. Oh, there they are. There they are. I found them. I found them. Yeah, I gotta fix that too. I took a big chunk out of that. That's a 4x6. So I need to get some wood to wrap it. Probably 2x6s and a 2x4. Or just three 2x6s. Look how dark the pond is. It's got some kind of scum on it. See, there's not too many ironweeds here either. Yeah, there's some kind of brown scum on it. Oh well, I'm sure there's water still good to drink. I hate to disturb the cattle. I'm gonna go park in the shade over here. Maybe it won't bother him too much. There's a few ironweeds. There aren't that many on this. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. Hi guys. Everybody's relaxed. Let's see who goes to who. There's a red cow on the right. She lost her calf in February. The brown cow way over there to the right, she had her first calf this year, and it would be which one would it be? She had it in February. I think it'd be the calf right in front of that big tree toward the center right beyond the big mama cow here, behind the cow with the white horns. Yeah, she's closest to the tree, way down there. I think that's her calf from this year, I think. I could be wrong. And then mama cow, her calf from this year would be that brown bull over there, I think. I don't know. Right in front of mama cow's horns. The white calf. Oh, the calf that just laid down. Huh? With her head, just laid her head down way over there. That's a heifer. I think that's the. I think that's the yearling heifer. Huh? So those two calves toward the middle in the back, closer to the trees, those were the calves born in January and February, month apart. And then this calf right up here belongs to this cow up here, the two-tone cow. Yeah. That's her calf. And she had that in June, beginning of June. And that white calf belongs to that white cow, which was born in the first week of July. So they're a month apart. So, and the two calves way over there, right up on the left, just in front of that cow that laid its head down, or the heifer. The one on the left, the calf on the left, yearling. That's this white cow's first calf from last year, and the brownish, the darker reddish brown calf, heifer or yearling, is the fourth calf of this two-tone cow in front of me. And of course, Bully's way up there to the left. Well, they're all relaxed, so I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to bother them. Well, they must be getting plenty to eat, otherwise they wouldn't be. Uh-oh, somebody got up. I'll say that was born in July 6th. The one in front of me here was born June 6th. So they're a month apart. So these two cows here had the calves last. This white cow and the two-tone, they had their calves this year. Last year, the white cow had her calf April 6th, and then the two-tone cow had her calf last year. She had it April 25, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks? 2 weeks? Yeah, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks apart. And then this year, the two-tone cow was a month ahead of the white. Oh, woo-wee. Man, I better get going. Calf lead, that white calf lead back down. I'm gonna back out of here so I don't disturb them. They're used to my truck. At least they're relaxed. That's good to see. That means I'm gonna drive around the other side, see if I can get a different angle on them. I'm not going through there today. I just want to look at the cattle. I gotta cut these weeds. I'd rather spray them though. I gotta find some good spray that will kill them. Okay, that's not scare anybody. Harder to see him here because of the sun. Oop. I hit the fence. Okay. Well, I'm headed home then. Dusty. Well, they're not bothered by me, are they? Okay. They're all accounted for. Comfortable. They still got plenty of lots of stuff to eat there across the creek. So I guess they're doing okay. A little dusty up here. I wish I could use some more rain. Missed out on that rain the other day. I thought I was going to get some, but I didn't. Hope I get a second cutting this fall. It's not looking too good. That buckhorn is interfering with all the. I don't know why they haven't sprayed it yet. Oh well. Okay. Just headed home. Look at that one lone sticker weed right in the middle. I think I'm going to cut that out of there. Always in my way when I close the gate or open it. Oh, one more gate to close. At the bridge. try something. Instead of using a forward view, let's do the side view. Going back. Yeah, the ironweeds, I got that pretty much. There's probably a few that are still growing, but nothing big. Oi, what the heck did they do? Crazy cows. How'd they do that? Push it up the hill? Huh. Yeah, I'll fix it for now. I don't know how they rolled that up the hill. Really. I must be looking on it, pushing it at the same time. Anyway, let's continue my journey home. Yeah, only tall weeds I see out there now are the milkweeds. That's good. I like milkweed. Only like it because I know the butterflies use it. And it smells good. Yeah, I gotta cut this other one down. Yeah, there's some thorn trees in here I gotta cut. But not today. As long as they don't have any seed pods on it, I will leave them alone. Okay. Head home. Yeah, there's a few sticker weeds over here on this left side. I should have cut them down, but I'm tired of walking. Here's an ironweed I sprayed here a while back, a dark one. Yeah, sprayed around these culverts. I'm gonna leave this gate open up here. The one I'm driving through. Yeah, I got done what I set out to do. Cut down the ironweeds out here. There weren't that many, but while I was walking around cutting them, sure seemed like there was a lot of them. Hey, mail carrier. I better get going because it's a woman, so it's she goes up there, delivers mail. Somebody up there. There's only 2 houses up there until you hit the next road. So she's gonna come back, and then she'll drop off my mail on the way back. That's always a struggle getting up that loose because of that loose rock up that hill, and over time that loose rock becomes like a lot of little ridges. It gets real bumpy. Okay, I'm gonna head home now. Okay, I like to get a running start coming up here so I don't spin. When I was a kid, the road in front of our house was a rocked road like this, and every time the neighbors went by, some of them went by pretty fast, they left a cloud of dust. But now, and this was rocked when I moved here in '83. So it wasn't about a year or two after that they oiled it for me. That's good. I'll leave the cattle locked out of it for today, out of here. It's too hot for them to graze anyway. I got other places they can eat. Oh, too close. Because I might go somewhere yet. I don't know. I'm thinking about spraying the weeds at the hayfield. The ones around the equipment. But it seems like my weed killer doesn't really affect them that much. But I'll try. I'll make it stronger. Maybe that'll work. But if not, I'll do it tomorrow. Or if not today, I'll do it tomorrow. There's the mail carrier. No mail for me today. I found a couple of these ironweeds with flowers on them. Yeah. Yeah. After I cut them down, I picked these tops. Yeah. Looks cute. But I like the flowers, but I don't like the weed. Interferes with my pasture. Okay. I'll get rid of them now. They have no aroma anyway. They have no fragrance. Yeah, there's hardly any smell to them at all. I guess their colors are to attract the butterflies. Yeah, it looks pretty, but I said I don't like them in my pasture. That white one with starts out pink on the outside and then it turns like that, so that's pretty cool. Let's get the sun behind me. These are ironweed. There's also another type of ironweed has like a white flower. Not this white with pink, but I'm all white. But there wasn't really none that were blooming. They're just starting to bloom. Most of them were younger. Yeah, because I sprayed most of them this spring. All right, that's all. I added the ironweed flowers onto my angel statue in front of the house here. Cute. It's warm today, but not overly hot. I only sweated a little bit. Looks because I was out in the sun. But in the shade here, it's not so bad. Yeah, I can tolerate the shade. The humidity's low. I think that's the reason. That's because there's no clouds in the sky. Let's go cool off in the house now. It's close to 2:30 p.m. and it warmed up to 87 so far. It did warm up. The truck thermometer wasn't very accurate. I think it's because the air conditioner was on. I see one cow up there by the tree. I think the other ones are in the water. I can see the ripples on the water. They're in there somewhere. Yeah. I got to get some of the grass clippings out of the barn from 2024 and put it over here. Cover up that manure I put in there around the lemongrass. It's just about 8 p.m. We're getting close to 8 p.m. Sun's getting low. I think I heard a cow in the barn banging her head on the horns on something. Oh no, there's one down there. The sky is still clear. There were some clouds today though, but it's comfortable now. Yeah, and I can feel some cool air drifting down from up above. There's some cattle. They're all here. I guess that was something else in the barn making a noise. There's a few iron weeds in here up on this hill. And if I ever get around to it, I'll cut these out too. Those are the ones that with the white flowers. Yeah, they're not as colorful as the other ones I saw today. They're all here. 3 females and these 2 bulls. Oh, I missed a Jimson weed down there. It's booming. You can see the sun shining through this gap right here. Actually, I can see the sun through there. Yeah, sun shining through this gap, making that yellow birch look yellow or orange. Well, let's go check out the sunset then. Yeah. Oh, where you been? It's way down there. Let's go find it. Let's go find the. There's a bright one. Oh, this ash tree that I cut, there was too much stuff there to pull out, so I just left it up in there. That's an ash tree. The others are cedar. But it look like it's growing leaves again. I figured the cattle would eat them. There's the mama and her 4 kittens. Okay, let's go back. I gotta close that gate by the road. What are you cats looking for? You look like a pride of lions hunting something. She's taught them how to hunt. I've seen them. I haven't seen them, but I've seen them with one with a dead squirrel, like a young squirrel. I saw another one with a dead bird. They are learning how to hunt. They're almost as big as their mama, and they're still nursing on her too. It's a nice clear sunset today, no clouds. All I do is see a few over there, way in the distance. But basically there's nothing in the sky. That's why the temperature is drier. Less humidity right now. That's why it feels comfortable out here. I'm not sweating. Well, looks like another day ending for me. Couple cats in the driveway. Yeah. I just remembered something. I normally keep that hydraulic ram on that disc inside the workshop. Keep it out of the sunlight so the hoses last longer. But I need to cover that up with something. I'll do it tomorrow. Keep it out of the sun. I got some black plastic. Maybe I'll wrap it with black plastic. At least keep the sunlight off of it. Well, son, you're gonna leave me for a while, huh? I'll see you in the morning then. You'll be back. And I'll still be here waiting for you. All right. am I going to do? Watch you go down. I can actually see you sinking. Yeah, it's slowly sinking below the trees. Well, that's about it for me then. I have decided. I think I'm spraying. I'm going to go to a hayfield tomorrow with some spray. I'm also going to take some cutting tools. I'm going to, if I can't, I think I'll cut some of the weeds there if I can. But I want to spray some too. I want to see if that spray will work. But I need to cut something. Okay, that's all for today. They're all here. Watch out. She's gonna pounce. I like when they do that. You guys are always entertaining. Yeah, I saw some marks like that on the driveway up by the gate. Up there, I couldn't figure out what it was. Till I realized that's where I turned my lawnmower around when I was mowing this. That's why my wheel was spinning. Either that or it's from that flat tire. Yeah, I got one of the front right tires flat. I need to get that fixed because it slows me down. Well, you guys, it's not. I guess you guys do some hunting at night, don't you? You catch frogs or whatever you can catch. Where's the other one? Oh, you still there? Well, I gotta go in. Bugs are eating me up already. Yeah, this is the night is for the bugs. Lemongrass is starting to grow better, and I probably could use some water, but I don't feel like it right now. There's some more lemongrass. I have plenty to harvest this September, or right before the weather gets cold, because I don't like cold. You know, when I harvest it, I cut it off about 6 inches above, like where they start to branch out, where the leaves start to branch out more. I cut them off right about there. Bug in my ear, and then I sort through them. I pick out the best stalks of leaves, and then I tie them in bunches and hang them up to dry. And then I'll dig up the bunches and separate them out. Get some good root. Then I plant them in those little cartons. Bring them in the house for winter. What? You guys like it in here, don't you? They like to play in here. In there too. Yeah. Nice to see cats here again. What was it? A couple years there, I didn't have any cats. I only had her after her mama died and her brother disappeared. I know her mama died up in the barn. I saw her. I don't know what happened to her. the boys, when the boys get to a certain age, they just disappear. Her brother disappeared. Her brother that was born with her disappeared after about a year. He was a nice cat. And then her older brother that was born the year before that, to the mama cat, to her mother, that was her older brother. He was about a year old when he disappeared. They just run off or get run over or get eaten. I don't know what happens to them. They just are gone. Anyway, I gotta go in. The bugs are eating me. Yeah.